this video, we talk about Juve being close to signing Locatelli, Belotti giving his yes to join AC Milan, and Inter trying to sign Toni Kroos. What's up everybody, I'm Marco Messina.
And I'm Michael Cantaris.
And welcome back to Italian Football TV. This is our recap show if you are new to IFTV, where we go through the latest of Serie A news, give you the good sources, leave out the bad ones, and we talk about the Serie A. So let's start out with some Roma news in this one. James Pallotta, the club's president, says that Nainggolan is a done deal. He's signing his renewal, no move to Inter or to England this year. Very great stuff from Roma.
We've been talking about it for the past few days, but yeah, this is a great move. Best thing that Roma could do.
Today, apparently, De Frel should become a Roma player. He's going to be announced and loan. It's going to be a loan with obligation to buy close to 20 million euros for Sassuolo. We know they were trying to get them down a little bit more. It seems like that's not going to be happening. Either way, De Frel is set to join Roma. Paolo Di Canio came out throwing some shade at both Roma and Lazio, calling them both provincial teams who never win anything.
Say hello to my little friend!
And says that he knew no top players were going to sign for Roma because that's the way Monchi works.
You want more?
Wow, that's controversial. Obviously, it's a lot to say about that.
You think it's true?
I don't know. I don't know what to say about that.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
Is it true?
Yeah.
He's saying they're not going to be top, like they can never
Say
be
they're
top
provincial.
teams over
He said they're provincial
No.
and that Monchi's can't sign a top
No,
player.
I feel like he's just saying that right now maybe they might not be world class, but they are great clubs, and I do feel like they're building.
I don't know any of the history or background info, so if any of you know why maybe Di Canio would say something, let us know in the comment section below. Moving to Juventus news, Atalanta's president says that Caldara will not be joining Juventus this season. He says he's going to be staying at Atalanta. We know after Bonucci joined Milan, Caldara was expected to return. Atalanta's president puts a stop to that one, and Gazzetta are saying that Kostas Manolas is the first choice for Juventus to sign a center back, and then backup is Papastathopoulos and De Vrij.
Is he?
That's what they say. After Manolas.
Call him Socrates. That's his first name. Papastathopoulos is his last name. This is really amazing. I would hope one of them. I would hope Socrates comes. So there's another Greek in the Serie A.
Who's better, Manolas or?
Right now, Socrates is better, but Manolas has the potential to be better.
Some other sources are saying that Juve will not sign any center backs, but Gazzetta say that Manolas is the favorite at the moment. Juve are offering also 7 million euros for De Sciglio. Milan are at 12 million. This one, I feel like it's not going to run into any complication. It should be signed hopefully pretty soon so that it gets over with. La Stampa and Corriere dello Sport talk about the story that we talked to you about yesterday, where Juve want a little bit of revenge and want to sign Locatelli from Milan. So La Stampa, Torino-based, and Corriere dello Sport, both pretty reliable sources, say that Locatelli is a step away from joining Juve, while Gazzetta says that the player Locatelli wants to join Juve, but it's not as close as La Stampa and Corriere say, and they say Milan still need to be convinced. What do you make of this situation?
I don't think it's revenge. Revenge for Juve would be stealing Donnarumma away from Milan, not Locatelli.
Alright, obviously it's exaggerated.
I know, but
what do you think about Locatelli to Juventus?
He's a raw player. He's still young. He has potential, but
smart for Milan to sell him?
No, not smart. I feel like Milan should bring him on loan to like I don't know, a smaller club, Cagliari or something. No, a little bit smaller than that.
Alright.
And get some playing time, because we've seen a lot of potential. That screamer against Juventus. Come on, Mark, you remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that one. Bernardeschi is set to be done by Thursday, according to Gazzetta, and Sturaro is also set to be expected in the deal. His agent yesterday did come out saying that he will not be leaving Juventus, but according to the reports, he will be inserted in the deal. Sampdoria actually are interested in Diamanti. We know they went through a few different players. Schneider was an option. Swansea are also interested in Diamanti, and it seems like their only competition. This one will be an interesting one. Not as glamorous as Schneider, but still, Diamanti, he looks a little bit crazy. He's always got this weird look to him, and with his crazy left foot that he scores some banging free kicks. I'd love to see him back in the Serie A.
Why not? Yeah, it's gonna be. Cassano, Hellas Verona has that veteran attack, but hopefully Sampdoria can grab a veteran.
We're getting some of these old school guys back in the Serie A. They give a little bit more character to the league, add a little drama. So with Milan news, this is probably some of the biggest news today. Sky Italia are saying that Belotti has given his yes to join AC Milan. Torino and Milan are still far away on a deal. We told you a few days ago that there's like 40 million euro difference, which is pretty massive, and Torino are not budging at all. They went down already from 100 million to 80 million plus Paletta and Niang. There's some of these added on players to lower the price. A lot of people were going crazy today because Belotti was not in the Torino picture where they launched their kits. To me personally, it means literally nothing. If he's not in the kit, you should probably be more worried because everyone who is on these kits, it's like an advertiser for teams to come knocking on them. That's just my thought on it.
You saw the words right out of my mouth.
What do you think though about Belotti saying yes to Milan?
I don't think that's anything, to be honest. Gaito he's not budging. He really wants to sell as much as he could. I mean, he's got a star player on his hands. Why wouldn't he? And under 80 million, I don't think he's gonna go less. Plus the 2 players that he wants there.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think that Belotti. Come on, why wouldn't you want to join Milan? You see the project that they want to do, and you want to get involved in that very quickly. It's very smart from him. Bayer Leverkusen made a 15 million euro offer for Suso, which Milan do not want. They don't want to sell Suso, but there are offers coming in. Fasone said, sorry, I should have included this up, my bad. Fasone said it'd be great to sign one of Belotti, Morata, or Aubameyang, but there are other names which the media has not even gotten to yet, so hinting that there's some other players, maybe Kalinic, but he has been in the media, or maybe I don't know who else.
That's basically just saying, guys, listen, relax. We might not be getting these superstars, but we're getting a pretty decent striker right now. They should be happy with their Mercato.
I know, absolutely.
Even if you guys get, you know, even worse than Kalinic, a Milan fan shouldn't complain.
Absolutely, completely agree with you. Biglia was officially announced as a Milan player today. They put out the official word. When he arrived, though, at Milan, a fan saw him, and I gotta include this one because it's just pretty funny. A fan saw him, and he was like, yo, guys, say something for a Milan fan. Say something as a Rossonero. And then Biglia says, Forza Lazio.
You can't blame the
He hit the mark.
He did, he said it, but it was just out of reaction. He just kept saying a million times at Lazio.
They were like...
He didn't even notice at first, he just kept going and then they corrected him.
They were like, the guy's like, come on, he's like wrong to start to the way you're starting at Milan. A little bit of fun. Him and Bonucci expected to leave today for China. There are problems with Lapadula's move to Genoa. He needs extra tests for his medical. It should be completed today, so we'll see if he does sign for Genoa. And Inter are interested in Toni Kroos. This is pretty sensational. The source is Corriere della Sera, who say it's not impossible for Inter to sign Toni Kroos, and they're also talking about more players. The source is actually Gazzetta for this one. They say that they're still working on Keita Balde, while Berardi is a backup option. And on top of that, they are saying that Martial could be included with the deal for Perisic. They're still working on that. And Corriere dello Sport says that Keita and Martial could both come together if they can sort out that deal and Perisic leaves. So Keita Balde plus Martial and maybe plus Toni Kroos. How insane would that be? That's Fantacalcio, but then what Milan did is fantasy football too.
That's true, definitely right. I wonder if it can happen. I feel like there's too many things have to line up for it to happen.
Keita Balde I see happening. I think this one really could go through. Martial, no.
Keita needs the next step in his career. He had a great season. I think he has to move on from there.
Yeah. Toni Kroos also has some links to Juve as well. I think that's going to be a harder one. After Dalbert signs, Inter will look for a center back. Issa Diop and Davinson Sanchez from Ajax are the likely names to replace him. We brought you this news in the past, and there are problems with Trabzonspor, Medel getting Trabzonspor, as our president today came out saying Inter apparently have told them that now other teams are also interested in Medel. The deal has stalled. We know that maybe Boca Juniors and some others want Gary Medel. The one thing we know for sure is that we will most likely not see Medel in an Inter jersey next season, and I don't think many Inter fans will really care, just to be honest, especially if they could bring in Keita Balde, Martial, and Toni Kroos. But again, let us know, guys, your thoughts on everything we had. I know, I got a shout out. I remembered as I was saying this. Okay, shout out time. Michael, talk about something.
Okay, what are we going to talk about?
Talk about your love for Milan.
No, not for Milan. I actually want to talk about the Greeks. I hope Manolas or Socrates. I'm really excited that one of them go to Juve. I think they're both fantastic players.
Okay.
And you ready for that? Oh, man, I was about to say a whole speech. Just go.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Okay, so this guy's name, it sounds like my last name a little bit. Maybe it's not his last name actually. Messina.
Yeah,
Messina9 on Instagram. He says, I love your content. I really hope Milan sign Belotti. And could I please get a shout out in the next video? So yes, guys, we're doing these shout outs to you, Messina. Let us know, is that your last name?
Your evil twin brother right there.
Why is he gotta be evil?
I don't know.
He's a nice guy, bro.
You're the evil one. You're the evil twin.
Plot twist. Guys, so yeah, if you want a shout out in tomorrow's video, we're getting a lot of messages, but we'll get through all of them. Turn on our post notifications for YouTube and Instagram and send us a DM. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Comment below your thoughts and we'll talk to you soon.
Ciao, guys. Yo, I don't know why when you said that I was like, when I saw that message too, and I was like, you weren't at the time. I was gonna be like your evil twin brother, but I think you were in the bathroom or something. I forgot about it. You know what I'm saying? You understand?